I have a project for my Action 5. I use a double clamp mount, as you can see how it goes on to the bicycle, and I get vibrations. I want to get a better mount, and I seen one online. It goes on to the stem and it comes up. Yeah, let me give you a close up look at the stem. It has 4 holes, and you have to raise this up and put a special mount on there that it sits up. I'm afraid that my, flashlight would get in the way. So I want to save you all that trouble. This is called a fender washer. Well, they make many different sizes. This one just happens to be the nice size that fits a 1/4 20 thread, just like so. So I'm thinking maybe a piece of metal like this. It's thick, it pours, it bends over time. Or maybe some of the tools I got, maybe a little too narrow, a little too wide, a lot of cutting. So I'm just thinking, would a fender do the trick? Well, DJI gives you a curvature amount. I tried bending it, trying to put it on the bike. Fit it over the area is a little too short, or fit it to the side, maybe drilling some holes and putting clamps on it. But it's going to slide on this oval type of Cannondale bar. So I'm thinking maybe I could get an adapter screw or something. But the fender, I'm saying maybe I could put it on here, put the 1/4 20 thread like so, and get it to work. So I take the fender, I put it into a vise, I grab my drill with a drill bit, and I do a pilot hole the best I can. Then I take an auger and I auger it out. And when I'm all done, I take a file and I file it down. I file the edges, the sides, and so on. So as you get your hole as the size you need, it's just a couple of sizes, one step at a time. Then I take the file and I file the edges down so it looks like this. You're saying, oh man, that's too close. Will it hold? Well, now we're going to go to the bike, take things off, and put things on. So I got myself just a threaded bar, and I found myself a nut. I just take a hacksaw and I cut it down to the size I feel that I need. This is a great tool. It fits right in there. Already loosened this up, tried it, want to make sure it works. Like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole great detail step by step, but I'm walking you through. I place on the right size. I file down the edge over here for the reason of the bar here. It may just get in the way, and that is why I'm using a 1/4 20 thread gimbal rather than just a mount. And I just basically tighten this back up. It's rounded, so there's no sharp edges. It's not going to turn. It's going to hold on. A fender is strong enough. It won't bend unless you put great force to it. As you can see, I'm tightening it back down and on. This is the installation process, and everything is in place, nice and tight, not going to go nowhere. Then I take my 1/4 20. I can put Loctite on it, whatnot. I spin it through here, through the hole, nice and comfortable. My only little gripe is I would have to file down the edge over here, but that's not a big deal. And I put myself an adapter on. So as I screw down, depending on the way I want to have this on here, I'll keep it to the side and all. I grab myself a tool and I start to tie it down. If I can't get this in there, then I'll go get myself a socket so I can do it. I can loosen it up and put everything on. But let me go get myself the handle. I got the socket, a little extension, and the adapter, and I feel for everything. I'm going to have to hold the wheel, hold the piece. There's a lot I got to do. And once I get this on to my liking and it's nice and tight, it's not going to go anywhere. The next step is to take the DJI bracket, put your thumb bolts on, and adjust it to accordingly how you like it. Now, if this is too high and I don't want to swivel it, too bad DJI don't make a swivel magnetic mount or a non-magnetic mount that we can switch back and forth. I can now adjust my camera, my angle the way I want, lock this down, loosen up, take my DJI off of the tripod handle and place it onto the front where I mark my own. Doesn't interfere with my light. And I make sure I make everything nice and tight so it doesn't move. And now I got myself a mount that will do its job, then shake all over the road. I wish this was a lot lower to my mount that I personally made and calling it the fish mount. The only problem is this, it just hits the thing and I can't make it turn, but I'm able to make it a lower profile. But my problem is it's going to turn. As you can see, I'm able to rotate it around and all that good stuff. So what I can do now is take this off, put this on, and I got my mount one way only. Now, you're going to find your own personal way how you like things and just want to get a professional mount. That's all up to you. Well, at least I could put this on, adjust my screw. I have to file this down, put a plastic one on, and so forth. So I transfer over to the tripod mount. There you have it. Now, it doesn't matter if you're facing down a little or up a little, because 30 degrees angles looking up, skyscrapers, you get your shot still level to the floor and above. So I am just about where I need to be at, nice and tight. It does give a little bend, but it is on there rock solid. Look at that now. No more shakes. I can simply give it a little bend, and there I am, centered the way I want. It just about hits my camera. It just about hits my light, which I can simply just slide it over just a little bit so it doesn't rub or bend and tighten things down. I could adjust it level, and there I go. I'm ready for a bike ride, do a little sample riding, and get on out there a little later. Oh yeah, man. I'm happy I got that bike mount, but I would prefer to have something like this so I could slip it in, lock it into place single-handedly, and take my camera out. But you just saw how that dropped. I don't want to drop my camera. So off I go. I'll throw a sample shot up there for you. You let me know. Mr. Horse is out. And he neighed. Oh, yeah. Couple of bumps here. Check out my nice mount. Yeah, all right. Now, I was happy when I had an Insta360 Series 1X3. I don't miss those days, but I do miss those days. And we're getting on out on the bumpy road. I got a lot of video to edit, a lot to share. Try to make some sense in how I edit it. So there you have it. Build a nice mount, and you never know what can happen. Hey, where's my bike? Oh man, it's going out there having fun all by itself. I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there that's got some spare parts around and the stem is facing the right way and a single piece of metal, a tripod mount, or whatever you got to make this work for you. Have a great day.